At Greenridge Sports Club, there was a man no one noticed. He was not a coach, not a fighter, just the janitor. But the stars of the club never missed a chance to remind him of it. "Hey Jonas, why don't you step on the mat? Show us what you've got." One day, he did, and what happened next, no one could believe. The man they mocked was a master. Respect is not given, it is earned. Chapter 1. Greenridge Sports Club. The evening sun casts a warm glow across Greenridge Sports Club, a sprawling complex alive with energy. The camera glides through glass doors, past the front desk where a receptionist greets members, past the pool where lifeguards blow whistles, past rows of treadmills humming with effort. But the heartbeat of the building lies in the martial arts wing. Inside, the air smells of sweat and rubber mats. Dozens of students bow to their instructors, their uniforms snapping as they punch in unison. Above the noise, one voice carries, commanding, confident, dripping with bravado. Ryan Mercer. He's 25, tall and lean, his black belt tied tightly around his waist. His every move radiates control. His every word carries weight. He thrives on attention, loving the way younger students stare when he demonstrates his lightning-fast kicks. The camera follows him as he spars with a partner, his strikes sharp and theatrical. A spinning heel kick lands against a pad with a crack that echoes through the room. The crowd applauds. Ryan grins. That's how it's done. The camera cuts away, panning across the room, through the noise, to the far edge of the mats. There, pushing a mop across the floor with quiet precision, is Jonas Miles. Mid-40s. Broad-shouldered but unassuming, with a faded janitor's uniform and a face lined not by weakness but by years of endurance. His movements are steady, practiced, more rhythm than labor. To most, Jonas is invisible. Students brush past him without a glance. Parents waiting in the lobby barely notice him hauling trash bags. But his eyes, calm, deliberate, see everything. When Ryan misses a subtle step, when a student's guard drops half a second too soon. When pride replaces discipline, Jonas sees it all. The camera lingers on his face, unreadable, before cutting back to Ryan, who is basking in cheers from the crowd. "Who's next?" Ryan calls out after flooring another sparring partner. Silence. No one volunteers. The only sound is the steady squeak of Jonas's mop. Chapter 2. The Taunt. The mats begin to clear. Students pack up, parents call their kids, laughter echoes down the hallways. But Ryan stays, wiping sweat from his brow, still brimming with energy. That's when he spots Jonas pushing his cart along the far wall. Ryan smirks. "Hey Jonas," heads turn. A ripple of curiosity moves through the few who remain. It's rare for Ryan Mercer, the club's golden boy, to acknowledge the janitor. Jonas looks up polite. "Evening, Ryan." Ryan twirls his belt in one hand, the grin widening. "You've been here forever, man. Always cleaning, always watching. You ever think about stepping on the mat? Having a little spar? For fun?" A couple of students chuckle. One whispers, "He's not serious." But Ryan keeps going, the crowd feeding his ego. "Come on, Jonas. All these years and you've never tried? Or maybe you're just afraid you'll get mopped up on your own floor?" The pun lands. The room bursts into laughter. Jonas pauses. His mop handle rests against the bucket. For a long moment he says nothing. Ryan tilts his head, savoring the silence. "What do you say, old man? Friendly spar? Just for laughs." Jonas sets the mop down, slowly, deliberately. He unties his jacket, folds it neatly and places it beside the cart. The laughter fades into silence. Jonas steps barefoot onto the mat. Calm, quiet. The camera cuts between Ryan's smirk and Jonas's steady expression. The crowd leans in. Chapter 3. The circle forms. Phones rise. A circle forms around the mat, buzzing with anticipation. Ryan bounces lightly on his feet, his grin radiating confidence. "All right then. Don't say I didn't warn you." Jonas rolls his shoulders, standing with quiet poise. He doesn't speak. A staff referee hesitates, then sighs and steps in. "Okay, gentlemen, bow." Ryan bows quickly, dismissive. Jonas bows low, precise, respectful. His movements are too clean, too practiced. A flicker of doubt crosses Ryan's face before he shakes it off. The referee signals the start. Ryan attacks first, a sharp roundhouse kick. The crowd gasps. Jonas tilts his body, letting the kick cut through empty air. Ryan follows with a jab-cross combo, fast and practiced. Jonas slips left, then right, his movements so small, so efficient, it looks effortless. The crowd murmurs. "He dodged that? Wait, he knows what he's doing." Ryan sharpens his attacks, sweat flicking off his brow as he launches flurries of kicks and punches. Jonas moves like water, never colliding, only redirecting, letting force pass him by. Still, he hasn't thrown a strike. He's only watching, studying. The tension builds with every miss. Ryan's breathing grows heavier. The camera closes in on Jonas's calm face. He takes one small step forward, parries Ryan's wrist, pushes lightly. Ryan stumbles, the crowd gasps. Ryan forces a laugh, his grin tighter now. Okay, you've got some reflexes. Let's turn it up. Chapter 4, The First Cracks. The camera zooms tight on Ryan Mercer's face. The smirk slipping, his jaw tight. His breathing grows heavier, beads of sweat dripping down his temples. He's not used to this, he's not used to missing. The crowd senses it too. Whispers ripple like wind through grass. He can't touch him. Jonas isn't even trying. What's going on? Ryan shakes out his arms, forcing a laugh that sounds more strained than amused. All right, Jonas, you've got good defense, but defense won't save you forever. He launches forward, his strikes sharper now, each punch a whip, each kick a hammer. The camera cuts to close-ups, fists grazing air inches from Jonas's face, kicks thudding against the mat where Jonas's legs had been a moment earlier. Jonas doesn't just dodge, he flows. His feet glide as if the mat itself guides him. His eyes never leave Ryan's, calm, watchful, precise. Finally, Jonas moves first. A short, sharp leg kick. Crack. Ryan falters, his thigh buckling under the weight of it. His eyes widen, surprise flickering across his face. The crowd gasps in unison. One student clutches his phone tighter, whispering, "That wasn't luck. That was skill." Jonas doesn't press the advantage. He simply steps back, silent as ever. Ryan's grin has vanished. His pride, though, forces him forward. Chapter 5, The Flashback. The camera cuts away from the fight for a brief moment, a cinematic flashback. The scene is dimly lit. A much younger Jonas Miles stands barefoot in a rundown gym, sweat dripping as he trades blows with a sparring partner. His movements are sharp, fluid, already marked with discipline. A coach's voice echoes, "Control, Jonas. Always control." A true fighter doesn't fight for glory, he fights to understand. The flashback flickers, quick as a heartbeat, before snapping back to the present. Jonas's eyes steady, Ryan circling like a predator who doesn't realize he's prey. The crowd doesn't see the flashback, but the audience does. Jonas's silence is no longer mystery. It's history. Chapter 6, The Shift. Ryan charges again, this time reckless. His pride demands dominance. A flurry of punches. Jonas parries, redirects, never striking back. A spinning kick. Jonas slips inside, brushing Ryan's arm aside. A desperate lunge. Jonas sidesteps, letting Ryan's momentum carry him past. The crowd roars with every miss, disbelief painted on their faces. Finally, Jonas counters again. A palm strike, soft yet perfectly placed, landing against Ryan's chest. Thud. Ryan stumbles backward 3 steps. Gaspy regains his footing, but the message is clear. Jonas is in control. The whispers grow louder. Ryan can't win this. Jonas is holding back. He's not a janitor. He's something else. Ryan wipes sweat from his brow, his chest heaving. His eyes dart around the circle of spectators. For the first time, he feels the weight of their judgment. And for the first time, he feels fear. Chapter 7, The Climax. Slow motion. Ryan spins into his signature move, his wheel kick, the one that has ended countless sparring matches before. His body whips through the air, legs slicing toward Jonas's head. Gasps erupt. The crowd leans in. Jonas steps forward. Time seems to freeze. His hands rise, not frantic, not rushed, but precise. He catches Ryan's leg mid-arc, using Ryan's own force against him. His other foot sweeps out Ryan's standing leg. Gravity takes hold. Boom. Ryan slams onto the mat, the sound reverberating like a drumbeat through the room. Bones drop. A scream echoes. The entire crowd gasps as one. Ryan lies on his back, chest heaving, eyes wide in disbelief. Jonas doesn't advance. He doesn't celebrate. He simply steps back, his presence calm, silent, unshaken. The referee waves his arms, signaling the end. That's it. Stop. The silence that follows is deafening. Chapter 8, Aftermath. The crowd erupts. Applause, shouts, disbelief. Some cheer wildly, others whisper, still trying to process what they've seen. Ryan sits up slowly, his pride shattered. He looks at Jonas with something he's never shown anyone in this club before: respect. He rises unsteady and bows low. The room goes quiet again. Jonas bows back, deeper, precise. Then he turns, slips on his faded jacket, and walks back toward his mop. The whispers ripple once more. Where did he learn that? All this time and we never knew. Jonas Miles, remember that name. But Jonas doesn't answer. He wrings out his mop. The same steady strokes resume, as though nothing had happened. Hours later, the club is nearly empty. The mats are clean, the lights dimmed. Ryan approaches Jonas by the lockers. No crowd this time. His voice is quiet. "I underestimated you. That won't happen again." Jonas glances up, his voice low, measured, the first words he's spoken all night. "Respect isn't given, it's earned." Ryan nods, bows again, and walks away. The final shot lingers on Jonas sitting alone on the bench, his mop leaning against the wall. The camera zooms slowly into his calm, unreadable eyes. Fade to black. Thanks for listening. Hit the like button if you really like this story, and don't forget to subscribe.